Hey everybody, welcome back to the Royal Read. So glad to see you. And listen, if you enjoy my content, please think about becoming a subscriber, becoming a part of my tribe. We are building it slowly but surely. And so please come and join us, okay? And if you also, again, if you enjoy my content, give me a thumbs up so I can fight against this algorithm. When you're a new creator, content creator, this algorithm, it has you in a chokehold. I know I said it every video that I do, but it's true. I mean, it will not put your videos out in front of eyeballs if you don't get a thumbs up, if you don't get engagement. So comment, give me a thumbs up. Let's do this. Let's do this together, okay? And make sure you turn on your notification bell, smash it, so you'll know when I upload content, new content, and I am going to be doing that consistently. So if you want to follow a content creator that's going to be doing content consistently, I am your girl. So please subscribe, smash the notification bell, give me a thumbs up, and comment. Tell me what's on your mind. Tell me what you think of my read for the day. Talk to me. Talk to me, y'all. Okay, let's get to the read. We're going to say it all that, and now it's time to get to the read. Well, the read is about an article I saw in the Mirror. And if anybody knows me, they know I take whatever the Mirror, the Daily Mirror, the Daily Fail, the Scum, which is the Sun, and what is it? The Daily Record, the Daily Express. It's the Daily. All those daily tabloids that are over there in the UK all they are is a bunch of rags anyway. And the Daily Mirror is a rag, but the one reason why well, I'll put it this way: the one way that I use them is that the royal family leaks to them. This is how the royal family speaks. Harry and Meghan let the words come out of their mouths, okay? So you can interpret them on your own. The royal family leaks to rags like this because they have that invisible contract with them, okay? Now they'll lie on Harry and Meghan, but they'll leak stuff, try to manipulate the public opinion. And this particular article is a prime example, is a sterling example of the royal family using the UK press to shape opinion. Okay, and I'm gonna read a little bit of the article and then we'll discuss. Okay. It is in the Daily Mirror. It says exclusive. King Charles will invite Harry and Meghan to Balmoral, but Camilla is dreading it. Okay. And it's written by Jessica Gibb, whoever that is. I have never known so many royal experts. But one thing about it, you don't need any kind of qualifications, or you definitely don't have to have any sources, legitimate sources. You can reach in your butt and pull out sources. That's the way they do, you know. And so I'm a royal expert. I'm a royal reporter. I got my own channel. So I'm a royal reporter. I am a royal expert. I know more about, well, at least I try to seek the truth. These people don't, like Megan said, the tabloids, they don't report the news. They create the news and report on the news that they created. Okay. And then the royal family leaks to them, feeds them a narrative so they can shape the a public opinion. And like I said, this article is a perfect example of the royal family or these courtiers, or however you pronounce uh, these people. Diana used to call them the men in the gray suits. Harry calls them the bee, the fly, and the wasp. Was it the bee, the fly, and the wasp? I think so. And most of them are flies, though, if you know what I mean. And if you read Spare, you know what I mean. You know exactly what I'm saying. They like what he said, the entrails of crap. So that's my opinion, and I am sticking to it. Let's get back to the article, okay? It says King Charles is expected to invite Prince Harry and Meghan Markle to Balmoral this summer, but is certain they'll decline. All right, okay. Let me read that again. King Charles is expected. Okay, expected. That means they made it up. Okay, okay. Because what does expected? I mean, it's ridiculous. They just made that up. King Charles, well, they was fed to him. Okay. King Charles is expected to invite Prince Harry and Meghan Markle to Balmoral this summer, but is certain that they'll decline, according to royal experts. Okay, let's unpack that. Basically, this is Charles, Buckingham Palace, the courtiers feeding this to the mirror. So basically, this is damage control, okay? Because when Harry, this stems from when Harry came over for the 10th anniversary of the Invictus Game. All right. Charles thought he was going to do a big flex and thought it would present himself as being very strong, not seeing his son, and and then announcing on the same day that that he was going to give William Harry's old regiment's leadership. Okay, so Charles standing there with cancer, is cancer stricken. That they so quick to tell you that he's cancer stricken, and doing all this nonsense to his own son. And he, this was supposed to be perceived as some kind of flex, okay? And what it was perceived as, basically, it was received as what it was. It was stupid. It was mean. It was mean spirited. It was, you know, it was him continuing being a bad father. And so when they saw that what they perceived, his PR team thought that what they had made all this up, that Charles was going to present as being strong and decisive and all these things. In actuality, he was perceived by the public as weak, mean spirited, small, a bad father, horrible. Because when Harry released that statement and said that the king was too busy in his schedule, and that he understood, that caught them by surprise. Okay, that really caught them by surprise because they thought that everybody was gonna be on the king's side. He is strong. Harry's nonsense and this and that and whatever. No, that wasn't the way it was perceived at all. It was not perceived as the flex that they thought it was going to be perceived as. And so basically, uh, like I said, it was perceived as the way it really was, really petty, and what is the word I'm looking for? Whew, he Charles is a bad father, and basically it was laid out for everyone to see by that stupid move that he made. You're cancer stricken. You're cancer stricken. I mean, that is a major event in someone's life. And you don't know, and we don't know what his diagnosis is. And I don't care what his diagnosis is. If you are stage 1 cancer, it's scary. The word cancer is scary. Okay. You see your life flash, excuse me, see your life flash before your face. And so for you not to, take your child to your bosom and say, we're going to work this out. Life means more than just, it's time for us to put this away, and him, just open his arms to his son. And he did not do that. Um, People saw him for what he was, basically a petty, petty, petty man, a very immature, sad little man. And also, too, a lot of it was on William's side, because I had made a video earlier this week about Petronella Wyatt, and she is one of the friends to Camilla, and she has an ear to the ground when it comes to Camilla, because Camilla is whispering in it. And you have to be close to the ground for Camilla to be able to whisper in your ear, because Camilla is really low, if you know what I mean. And she said that, well, basically, she put out there that Camilla and Charles have no problem in healing the rift with Harry and Meghan, but it is William who refuses to budge on it. That it is mildly, as she put it, mildly pathological. I think she is pathological. She put mildly in there so it wouldn't be perceived as something really harsh, but everybody knows that William has a pathological hatred for his brother. And basically, Charles was trying to keep the peace. And also, he wanted to be perceived as a strong king when it came to punishing his son. Because these talking heads get on these talk shows and be talking about he needs to punish Harry, and all kinds of nonsense, is that stuff like that. And he believes that stuff. But then he actually does it, he's seen for what he is, a very small, petty, small-minded, malicious, mean, hateful, old person. I won't say what I really want to say. And he absolutely doesn't come off like he think it is. And this right here, what I was saying, when he was saying that it's expected, which is a lie. It's not expected. And they want to paint Harry and Meghan as the bad guy because they won't accept. They won't accept. How can you expect to get an invitation and then you can say that they want to accept? Give them the invitation first and let's see if they accept it or not. Now, it would be different if you wrote Prince Charles uh, presented, how would I put it? Prince Charles invited Harry and Meghan, has invited Harry and Meghan to Balmoral this summer. And Harry and Meghan and Prince Archie and Princess Elizabeth to Balmoral this summer. And then see if they said that they would reject it. I don't think they would. I really don't. But this is a built-in guarantee that the public won't look at him terribly because he's a bad father and he's not inviting his son, and he's going to be inviting all the other people, all the other family members. I don't think William is going to show up to Balmoral this summer. That Prince, I mean, Queen Elizabeth was the glue that was holding that family together. She was the heartbeat of that family. And now that the heartbeat is gone, the family is slowly dying. Charles is an incompetent, small, petty man. We saw that on his coronation when he lost his shit when his pen started leaking. What is that about? That tells me everything I need to know that this man can't handle a pen leaking. It's a joke. William is pathological for his with he's pathological with his hatred for his brother. He's incandescent with rage. He can't moderate or control his emotions or his temper. He is, you can tell that he is miserable. The people on the Twitter was calling him Prince Sway Sway because he's showing up at official events under the influence. And you can say, I'm going to say allegedly under the influence, but something was going on because it is a video of him that came from, I think it was the BBC. I think it was BBC footage where he is swaying back and back and forth, just trying to hold it together. He's rail thin, and that picture of him, that picture of him where Charles turned over the leadership of that company, the army company that Prince Harry was in, and he gave the leadership to Prince William, and Prince William went up in a Apache helicopter as a passenger, asking questions or whatever, and Harry actually piloted one of them. I mean, do you see how pathetic that sounds and looks? I mean, it's as if their PR team has no idea how things look. And he had that outfit on, and he looked like Uncle Ruckus. I mean, he looked so bad. And then in Twitter, and I think one of the newspaper, they had a side by side picture of Harry when he was piloting the Apache, and William standing there just getting off from being a passenger in one and been awarded the leadership of that company from his dad. Not that he earned it, just because he came out of Diana's vagina. That's why he got it. Okay, I could have got it if I had a came out of Diana's vagina, but he did, and so he got it. Okay, but Harry earned his, and this is all this article is about, is to keep the heat off of uh, excuse me, to keep the heat off of Charles about not inviting Harry and Meghan, not making an effort to heal the rift between him and his son, because he knows he can't do it. Because if he do, William is going to continue to play against him, because it is a war of the courts. You know, it's the King's Court, and then it's the Prince of Wales Court, and the younger royals is on William's side, and the older royals are with uh, the king's side. You could see that during Easter. At Easter, it was, I'm telling you, Charles was like scraping the barrel to try to get somebody to be able to walk to church. He had himself and Camilla, and my whole thing is that and we're gonna have to do we're gonna have to do a post about why Charles, now Charles has cancer, and he is the healthiest looking cancer patient I ever saw, and he is working and going on, and that's weird. And then They said that Kate is better off than Charles. She's doing, and we hadn't saw her. So what's going on there? But this article is just them feeding the public something to try to paint um, Charles in a good light and Harry and Meghan in a bad light, saying that I offered you something and you refused. They don't want to. They don't want to tell the truth that no, Charles hadn't offered for them to come to Balmoral. You can't refuse something that has never been offered. And that's the same thing he was saying, because after Harry put out his statement that his father was too busy, all of a sudden they start leaking. The palace start leaking. Well, Harry didn't ask. I think that was the first thing. Harry didn't ask to see his father. He didn't do it. He said they say he didn't do an official a request to see his father. Oh, excuse me. What is he supposed to do? Write a letter? What? Instead of being able to call up, and that goes to show what the mindset of these people. Who makes an official request to see their parent? That's crazy. But that was their excuse. But privately, they couldn't say that that Harry wanted to see him privately, and they had spoke on the phone, and he had asked or whatever. They didn't want to say that. In order to get Charles out of it, they wanted to say that it wasn't an official request. Okay. And then the next thing was that he had offered him a place to stay, but it wasn't any security, so Harry wouldn't stay. And my whole thing is, what you trying to do? Get your son killed? Number one, I don't believe he did that. I don't believe he offered for Harry to have a place to stay, because they saying if Harry had accepted it, it would have been easier for him to see his father. That is the most bogus thing ever. If there's no security there, why would the king be there? That doesn't even make any sense. And why would Harry want to be there? Because Harry biggest thing is security. Security. That's why it's not, his wife is not coming over there and his children are not coming over there, because he doesn't have ample security. He didn't have the right, he doesn't have the best security. And so you're going to give him a place to stay with no security, and then you said that it would make it easier for y'all to see each other. Really? I was born at night, not last night. That's a lie. That's a lie. They did not do that. And if Harry wrote another book, he would prove that that's a lie. Okay. So, and that's what this is, pretending like they offering Harry something and Harry is refusing. So they don't have to look bad. But it is, I mean, you can read through this. I mean, this is thin as rice paper. You can read right through it. They just do not want to look bad. Charles do not want to look bad like he did when Harry came over and he wouldn't see him, and he's cancer stricken. Okay, that's all this is. So, what's her name? Jessica Gibbs can give it a rest. Charles have not invited Harry to Balmoral. He has not invited Meghan or Archie or Lilibet. And Harry, now, how can you turn something down when it hadn't even been offered? And another thing, and then I'm going to end it. And every year, it's the same stories over and over and over again. Are they going to be in? Are they going to come to Trooping Other Colors? Is going to be next. Uh, who's going to be on the balcony and Trooping Other Colors, and on and on and on and on and on. And those people will not move on over there. But anyway, I am going to say goodbye. I'm about to start to cough. My voice is acting crazy. But please think about subscribing, and thank you for coming by and listening to what I had to say on the Raw Read. Bye.